Excuse me, mate. Can I have a look at your sign?
Of course you can.
Netanyahu is a terrorist. There it is. Can you tell me why you're here today?
Well, I'm here today for the same reason I've been here for the last, I think, 11 rallies.
Yeah.
It's just the ungodly war crimes that Israel continues to commit on a daily basis. The stuff that I see on Instagram is just, it's horrid, and it's
Like
just
the stuff from Gaza on Instagram?
what's going on in Gaza, the
Yeah.
bombing, the forced starvation, even some of the more brutal details I probably couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
And I just think, how has this been allowed to go on? You know, this is somehow not branded terrorism by the world powers.
Yeah.
It's just really, it's absolutely horrid. And
do you think the peace deal that's come up recently in the last couple of days?
Horseshit. It's absolute horseshit. And I saw on Al Jazeera that even after the correct me if I'm wrong here, but after the peace deal was signed, the Israeli forces still fired at civilians.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected from the Israeli Defense Force, Offense Force, but they need to be held accountable. We need to stop trading arms with Israel. And that absolute bullshit state recognition, which is all just performative politics.
Yeah, you think that's just a performative thing?
It's absolute crap,
Yeah.
I mean, recognize Palestine while at the same time importing F-35 fighter jet parts and signing millions of dollar deals with Israel when it comes to weapons trading. It's horseshit. Until they sanction Israel, expel the ambassador, and hold Israel accountable, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I just think our government's full of shit.
And so, do you think, stuff like this today, kind of makes a difference to our government who continues to sell arms to Israel and stuff like that? Do you think it makes a difference?
An optimist would say so, but we've had probably over 100 protests mathematically. October, the first, 2023 October was the first one.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what brought out this bullshit recognition of Palestine, but I don't really think it's doing much.
Because the timing of the recognition came after the bridge march. And do you think that because that was a huge turnout?
Oh yeah, that was absolutely a huge turnout. I think maybe that had something to do with the Palestine recognition. To be perfectly honest, the only thing I could think of happening if it didn't happen is that Palestine wouldn't be recognized. But like I said before, how much of a difference is that?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So, free Palestine, for the love of God, just sanction Israel. They need to be tried for their war crimes. And what's the Court of International Law for if Israel doesn't get, penalized for their crimes? Because they need it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
No, that's no problem.
Have a good day.
You too, mate. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Why are you here today?
I'm here to stand with the Palestinian people.
Yeah.
Stand in solidarity for what has taken place. They might say that it's a ceasefire or whatever, but I don't believe it. I don't believe in a
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
What do you think about the ceasefire?
I think that the Israeli regime is a monstrous, evil regime. That even if there is a ceasefire, we need to put them to justice.
Yeah.
Justice needs to be served. They're war criminals. They're an evil entity, and it needs to be stopped.
So do you think it's just an opportunity for Israel to get away with their war crimes, like a ceasefire?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, 100%. They're in the pocket of America, and America's in the pocket of them. So it's a vicious, evil cycle.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Gaza and Palestine are in a position where they need to sign something before their whole people are eradicated.
Yeah.
Which, that sentence alone is insane.
Yeah.
This is 2025.
Yeah.
We have a UN, we have the ICC, we have the ICJ, we have all these different things.
Yeah.
And they're all coming out saying that there's a genocide and nothing's been done. I'm an Irishman. We have a shared struggle in history.
Is that hence the flag?
Hence the flag.
Yeah.
But our government is doing nothing.
Yeah.
We were one of the biggest traders with Israel in Europe.
Yeah.
Up until very recently, only for the people on the ground fighting against it, So there's been a lot of years where people have turned a blind eye to the sick atrocities that's going on around the world, and individualism and whatever. And I think Palestine has woken up, the world has woken up, people has started communities again, has started cooperative societies again, and I think it's a fantastic thing in that regard. Unfortunately, what has happened is horrific, catastrophic, and something that should have never, ever, ever happened. So,
And do you think like stuff like this today helps?
100%. I know Palestinian people that thank me for coming out every week, and
You do this every week?
Yeah. I have people in Gaza that I send money to, that I do a little bit of fundraising for, and they thank me every week. They love seeing videos. I see people walking around sometimes, being on live stream with people in Palestine, and they are so grateful for it. So it's about spirit as well. So that's why I do it, brother.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Why are you here?
Well, my name's Peter Moss.
Yep.
I'm from Labor Friends of Palestine.
Yep.
We've been campaigning inside the Labor movement for 2 years
Yep.
for sanctions and arms embargo against the occupation, and we're still going. We're going to keep going until those aims are achieved.
Yeah, right. And so, like, are you here with a group of Labor people today? Then?
Yes, we are, and we've got an MP as well.
Oh, okay.
I might even bring her over.
Yeah.
But let me say this: most Labor Party members support Palestine. Most Labor Party members want the government to go a lot further, and we had a motion calling for the government, federal.
Are we talking
government,
about federal?
federal?
Yeah.
We had a motion calling for the federal government to apply sanctions and a two-way arms embargo, and we've put it through more than 100 branches around Australia so far.
Yeah.
That's thousands of Labor Party members who put their hand up for sanctions.
Yeah.
So there's a big gap between the small steps, although they're welcome steps that the federal government has taken, and between what we need to do under international law, which is apply sanctions. This is far from over. We welcome the ceasefire, but that doesn't suspend international law, right? We've still got the President of Israel, Prime Minister of Israel, is a fugitive from international justice. There's an arrest warrant out on him for war crimes and crimes against humanity, including the deliberate starvation of children.
Yeah.
So whatever else happens, those who perpetrated this genocide must be held accountable. But there's a lot of other things that need to happen in terms of a Palestinian state ending the occupation. We are a long way from peace with justice.
Yeah. And that's the difference, right? Because I've spoken to a few people today, and I've asked them what their opinions are on the ceasefire, and like people aren't happy with it generally in this crowd, I would say. So it's not enough, is it?
Well, Israel hasn't even withdrawn from Gaza. They've said they won't withdraw from Gaza, and the Palestinians have a right to self-determination under international law.
Do you think the idea of recognising their statehood makes a difference in that regard, then?
I think it has made a difference. I mean, if you look at the fact that Trump has actually forced Israel's hand, I think the vote of more than 140 countries in the UN General Assembly for the New York Declaration, which is for recognition of Palestine, and countries like Australia and the other Western countries who came on board at the last moment, I think that added pressure, and it showed that American allies, and also within the US, Trump's own support space is split right down the middle on Israel, particularly young people. And we know that Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and others who were part of the MAGA movement have really split on the question of Israel. So I think all those factors played into Trump's need to get a deal done.
I find when it comes to the MAGA influencers, let's call them, their non-support for Israel is derived more from the fact that they want all that money for America as opposed to some support for Palestine. What do you think about it?
I think it's both. I think Trump and MAGA ran as an America First movement. They've proven that they're not America First, that there's a huge foreign influence in America as there in the US. And as Bob Carr pointed out, the biggest foreign influence in Australia, if you're an MP, is Israel.
Yeah.
Right? And it's even more so in the US. But I think that people are human beings. Yeah. And I think no matter where you sit on the political spectrum, if you watch kids being starved, if you watch civilians being bombed and sniped at, in this relentless barbarity that we've seen for 2 years, then your heart goes out. And I think that a lot of people who might be right-wing have been genuinely moved by this. That's why opinion polls show that people all over the world wanted stronger action and will still want stronger action now.
Yes. And so you think that's why people are here today, because they want to see more?
Oh yeah, well this movement in Australia has always had sanctions and an arms embargo at the centre of our demands, right? Of course, and supporting the rights of the Palestinians, the national rights to self-determination. That hasn't changed. Those aims haven't been achieved, right? A ceasefire, which is still uncertain really, has been achieved, and that's a great thing.
at least to stop the killing for now, right? Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Thanks, mate. Cheers. You were on the flotilla,
Yes.
yeah? What boat were you on?
The Spectre.
Spectre?
Yes, correct.
And when did you get out of prison?
7th of October.
And how long did it take you to get to Australia afterwards?
About 2 days, 2.5 days. Yeah.
Okay. And were you invited to speak here?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. And do you think that the rally today has done well?
Yeah, I think it's great to see such a beautiful turnout. It's raining right now, but it shows that this goes beyond the weather. This is about human life, human solidarity. So it's a beautiful turnout.
Yeah, yeah. And do you think, how many people do you think are here today? You were up there on the podium speaking. Were there a lot of people out there?
Yeah, tens of thousands. At least tens of thousands.
And have you been to a rally in Sydney before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you been to multiple?
Yes.
Okay. And can I ask, how do you feel coming home from what you experienced?
It's good to be home. It's good to be with friends and family. But there's still this overwhelming guilt. I was released from an Israeli prison, but there's still tens of thousands of Palestinians that are held as hostage in these prisons. So our fight is not over. Our work is not over. We'll continue fighting, continue advocating until Palestine is free.
And last question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the ceasefire plan?
I'm still trying to catch up on all the news because I just got a phone.
Yeah.
But a ceasefire doesn't mean your hands are clean from genocide.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean your hands are clean from apartheid and occupation. These things still exist. They're still very real, and there needs to be accountability. The Australian government was complicit in this genocide, and the Australian government must be held accountable as well.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Why are you here today?
Because we all know that Palestine has to be free, and then they have to stop the genocide. They must stop the genocide.
And what do you think about the recent peace plan?
It's not good. They destroy everything, and then they plan to do that. It's not the choice that they need to.
And are you marching today with people?
Yeah, me and my brothers are here today
Okay.
to march about that.
And do you know anyone in Palestine?
I do have a friend, but he left safely. Thank God that he could leave in the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's trying to go back, but he has no access to go see his family back in Palestine. And he doesn't know if they're alive or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you heard that people are starting to enter Gaza again, northern Gaza?
I'm not sure, but I do know they tried, but they couldn't enter. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. Cheers.
Have a great day.
Why are you marching today, bro?
I'm marching for the people of Palestine and the genocide that's taking place, showing them that the world stands with them and that they're not alone, and show this government that they can't get away with all the weapons they're sending, their funding, they're sending the steels that are basically the core of the tanks and the weapons. So that's the way to tell them that as Australian citizens, we don't like our government's position.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're here.
And the peace plan, what do you think about that?
Peace plan is Trump's way of taking Gaza. He thinks that the Palestinians are going to accept. But the Palestinians have demonstrated that they're smarter than him. They accepted the deal, swapped the hostages, get some food in, stop the war, stop the ceasefire. But Palestinians will not accept to disarm because resistance is the only way to the freedom of Palestine.
Armed resistance.
Armed resistance, exactly. Armed.
Yeah. And so do you think that Hamas should have agreed to disarmament or not?
No. Not a single faction will accept, or at the moment, no one will ever accept this.
So armament all the way. Yeah.
That's the stance, not just of any resistance faction. This is the stance of the Palestinian people themselves.
Yeah.
That we will not accept to be in this, live in such a way without dignity, without honor, in basically a camp where you're besieged, no food, air, sea, blocked by whole. We will not accept this, and
the speeches, I don't know, did you hear all the speeches before?
Yeah.
Did you hear the people from the flotilla? Yeah. How did you think that the flotilla went? Do you think it made a difference?
I think it had a big impact in the world to show that the people can do what they want.
Yeah.
And it's not just the government. And this is a big, and they came so close to break the siege, 17-year-long siege on Gaza. So I think this was a big impact.
It was
on the
close,
people,
wasn't it, this
very,
time?
Very close, yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
And are you from Sydney?
Yeah, I'm right here.
What part of Sydney?
Western Sydney.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Thank you very much.
And to everyone that's watching, free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Thanks, brother. Cheers. Yeah, Miffy. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Is that alright? Why are you here today?
I just believe that the people in Palestine deserve justice and they deserve freedom, and we need to do whatever we can to help these people from where we are, whether it's donating, protesting, just speaking, raising awareness. I think it's just important to be here and stand up for what we believe in.
And do you think like this type of stuff works?
I think so, definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
Have you been to one of these events
Yeah.
before? Yeah?
Yeah.
Multiple?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think of the peace deal?
I don't know if I believe it fully, but I think it's a step in the right direction, but I'll believe it when I see it, type of thing.
Yeah, of course. And so, do you think with the peace deal that someone like Donald Trump should be on the board of the peace and control what goes on in Palestine, or do you think there should be like self-determination for the Palestinians?
I think definitely self-determination, and I think someone in a place of such power like him should be on board with it, but I don't see it happening realistically.
Yeah.
And that's sad and shameful on him, but we already all knew that he was not exactly the greatest of people, so
Fair
it
enough.
is what it is.
One of the people I just spoke to before, that said that the Palestinian people should never disarm, and it's a problem if Hamas demilitarizes. Do you think that they should give up their arms for peace? It's a hard
I can
question.
understand where that stance comes from, but
Yeah.
I think it's not the time for them to do it now while they're still under attack. You can't expect them to give up their arms when they're under attack, and they need to have the right to protect themselves and stand up for themselves, and they can't have that if they disarm, which is sad, but it is the truth.
It is the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you
Cheers. For IS, why are you here today?
Or free Palestine.
And have you been here long?
No, I just got back from an event. You just happened to be passing by my place when you came on the
So you could tell where I was?
Yeah. I basically tracked you all the way from World Square to here, and I'm like, I think I'm close to it.
I'm getting hot.
Yeah, I'm getting hot.
So hot.
But yeah, I'm lucky. It's serendipity that you happen to be passing by just as I came back from an event. So
it's a small world for IS. It's a small world. So one hard-hitting question for you that I've been asking everyone today.
Okay.
What do you think of the peace deal?
Come on, man. What peace deal? What peace deal?
And the dumb cunts that we have running our fucking nation are going ahead and spending our money, our taxes, on a country that likes to kill people, which is an absolute joke. Now, if you believe in peace and justice, peace won't happen without justice. So if you're okay with it happening to other people, you better be okay with it happening to yourself. It happened already to the Native Australians. We don't need to see it happen again.
So I'm assuming for you the peace plan or the ceasefire is a no-go.
This is my thought on the whole matter. Make Israel Palestine again, and they can go fuck themselves.
Fair enough.
The Israelis say.
Of course. And do you think today's been good then?
Yes, I do.
And have you been to one of these before?
I've attended as many as I possibly can.
Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
And fuck Israel.
What was that?
And fuck Israel.
Thank you. Excuse me. What flag is this?
It's from the Chilean indigenous.
Mind if I just ask you quickly?
Chilean indigenous,
Yeah?
Mapuches,
Okay.
is the elder people in Chile.
Okay.
Before the arrival of the Spaniards, they will be original people, Aboriginal people, called Mapuches.
Okay.
And
And-
this is their flag.
And why are you here today?
Yeah.
Why did you come today?
Oh, because I support the people of Palestine.
Excellent.
I want to stop this slaughtering of kids and babies. Because I'm a grandfather, I got some grandkids. When I see them, I say, why the Palestinian kid doesn't have the right to live a normal people?
Of course. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
have a good day. Thank you.
Remember, I am, you are, we are a mystery.